Man, what the hell is wrong with these kids today? Well, I mean, I know already, and it's very, very, very sad. So yeah, you come out with me with your hating, and it's not going to bother me a bit. It just shows me how to pray and what we need for a better tomorrow. But yeah, no, you're quite literally very upset because you lost a Bible that your mom gave you and pictures of your deceased son that basically was ill from what's called rat lungworm, because you had Nicaraguan exposure right before you conceived him, and it showed up on the ultrasound, and you'd never done meth a day in your life. But like at that point, there were a few days since that I actually have, but no, at that point I'd never a day in my life. The rat lungworm came from Nicaragua. They did preventative chemotherapy on over 300 million children in Nicaragua, Guatemala, and 3 surrounding countries following the 90s. There was a lot of red tide. There was a lot of marine agrobacterium TI used in the water to clean it up so that they could turn it into a canal, because it was such a poor country that basically the ocean had turned into a big garbage dump. And yeah, no, it's quite literally, this is medical and this is science. And this is just all these kids want to believe. You're upset because you lost pictures of your deceased son, who, by the way, died on an operating table in Helsinki, Finland. Pretty sure if it was meth, and I'm pretty sure you're on meth, but I'm pretty sure if that's what it was, he wouldn't have been sent to a specialist, top cardiologist specialist in Helsinki, Finland, you know what I mean, to have an operation done. So, and the pathogens and strongyloids and coctiocytes is what was up to 85% contamination in the Nicaraguan waters. And the radiation of southern Siberia, Omsk in particular, in 1995, the year after the Tomsk spill, just to the right of Chernobyl, is where he got much sicker and went down. And then his little sister ended up having neurological problems and ended up with, I mean, it looked like Kavanaugh's, but it wasn't, because she ended up living till she was like 6 to 8 years old. No, it was strongyloids infecting her central nervous system, and she was there but unable to function. Basically, I don't know what the PC term is, but in a vegetative sort of a state. Very sad story, and she passed away. So it's really, really messed up that people are so uninformed and so brainwashed and so screwed. They haven't quite evolved into people. They're part of like what has happened to the youth of America and the world, and it's really, really sad. But yeah. You really think those babies were on meth? Really? My little blonde hair, blue-eyed Chippewa baby was on meth? I don't think so. His little sister that was 8 months old was on meth, whose parents were missionaries over there in Siberia? I don't think so. But yeah, thanks for letting us know, and thanks for sharing with us that that's what you're into. And yeah, you absolutely are right. The people that were behind my Bible being destroyed, they were all on meth. You know, he and his family, that chef coworker, was on meth, and everyone in WC knows it, you know. And the other chef, I believe, was on coke, but not meth. Who knows? But he definitely was snoring some. But no, I know, I'm pretty certain, like 90% certain, his was coke instead of meth. So yeah, and then you've got an Alex Jones Infowar video on your stupid page. Yeah. Oh, this is why everything has to be cleansed and start over. This is why, this is why it all has to be burned to the ground, started over, and rebuilt from scratch. Because of the ignorance, and it's so sad. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart, like to a point where I'm almost crying, like I did when I lost stuff of sentimental value, stuff that was not replaceable because it was rare and antique, and stuff like photos that it cannot be replaced.